YouTube. Welcome back to the channel.
We are back with another video.
Oh, yeah.
And from the looks of the title, y'all know today we're about to finally be answering some questions that you guys have for us. So about 2 weeks ago, we put on the community tab for y'all to ask us some questions and, you know, get a little bit nosy
So
and
we went
personal
through
with us.
and we found some that we liked and we jot them down. So as you already know, I was elected to lead, not to read.
So I'm just gonna hop straight into this video because I know y'all probably been waiting a while for us to do this. So somebody did mention in the comments, can we say the names?
And I also said let's say the names because like that way y'all know where it came from. Yeah, so we didn't make it up ourselves, you know?
Yeah, you did say that, babe. The first question is from Kira. Excuse me if I'm not pronouncing anybody's name right. She said, what's our favorite hobby?
Ooh, do we go into like our personal hobbies or like our hobbies together as a couple?
She didn't say.
Well, we'll just,
but
as personal, like
couple,
for me personally, I like going real fast, like extremely fast, death-defying speeds. That's my hobby.
And I like listening to music. That's my hobby. That's like my time.
Now, as a couple, it's kind of two things because in the summertime it's like going bike riding, take some down the walk, and stuff like that. And
in the winter
is like in the house. Hot cocoa, hot soup, and what's them things called? Hallmark,
Christmas.
None but Christmas movies.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's technically considered a hobby. That's what we do.
My side hobby is naming the plot on every Christmas movie, and I'm like Nelly. I get it down every time.
Yeah. You so used to Christmas movies.
Next one.
Okay, so the next question is from What's So Good, and she asks, when you feel overwhelmed or need space from each other, how do you go about that since we're living together? Which I felt like this was a great question, but also a hard question to answer.
And it's kind of cliche when it comes to us because
together.
We pretty much drown each other in each other when we feel that way. Or if the weather is perfect, you know what I mean, then she will because she will not get in the car and just leave and drive somewhere and go somewhere and do something. It won't happen.
Unless I'm like super irritated. Like I gotta be super irritated.
If it's dark outside, she's not going nowhere.
No,
if it's raining outside, she's not going nowhere.
Nope.
But if the weather is perfect and she's super irritated, she will go out to eat by herself.
Yeah.
And that will give me the opportunity to jump on my motorcycle and do whatever I want to do. You know.
And then we just meet right back here. And boom, it's like we good.
Yeah, it's pretty much as soon as I get that, I'll be on a ride, and as soon as I get that phone call, turn around, let me head on back, because that's where she's going.
Now, if neither one of those things work,
then we're just in each other.
Yep, and push comes to shove.
And we'll just hit play and watch a movie.
Yep, we'll watch a movie or we'll probably cook something.
Play a board game.
Yeah.
Or go out to eat together.
It's never getting space. You know what I mean? Like other couples may have it where they do different things, but for us, that's kind of like what it is. So we never really get space.
Space comes with the weather. Yeah. It's pretty much with the weather.
Yeah. So the next question is from Peach T 85. She said, "What is your favorite meal that each other cooks?"
Ooh.
I would like to go first because Jose, to be honest, I really don't cook like that. But when he do cook, I love his breakfast. It's always breakfast.
I'll make a fire breakfast.
Yeah.
My breakfast is gourmet.
Yeah, babe. Your eggs, I don't know because Jose kind of losing it in his eggs.
No, I ain't just put out a talent to it. I try to do it cheapy. I gave you McDonald's, I didn't give you gourmet. That's why. I try to do it fast food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's gonna always be breakfast for me, y'all. So I already know what your favorite meal is.
Well, okay, let's answer it at 3, 2, 1. See if you really know.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Salmon what? What I say? Alright, for real, I'll say salmon croquette because I love sugar and sugar rice is you know what I'm saying? But then I think about your pot roast, and I love pot roast, you know what I'm saying?
No, the last pot roast that I did
was last. Okay,
it was good, but the one before that was
but then what was that other thing that you made? I love your salmon and asparagus.
You like the asparagus?
I love your asparagus. What? My baby asparagus? Oh. Okay, you ain't never had it. Her asparagus be like French fries that somehow you could eat them the next day.
Thank you, baby.
My baby good.
Next question is from Sherry. She said, what got you interested in Jose and vice versa?
Ooh.
Which for me, this always is like an easy question for me because I know the one thing that really got me interested in Jose was his drive,
Ooh.
like his hustle. Like that was the one thing that did it for me. Like I seen that in him and I was just like, ooh. I felt like that inspired me to want to like hustle and you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, I like that. That was the one thing that got me interested in him. And for you?
For me? well, it's like two things for me.
But you cannot say like no physical appearance type thing because Jose always try to take the easy
Well,
way
I was
out
gonna
and
say
be like, oh, your booty or something like that. Like, no.
I was
like,
gonna,
what really?
Well, okay, well, I gotta say the booty, but the other thing is like your care and tenderness. You know what I mean? Like
you told me that before.
Like how you like for example, when I got messed up by the road, you know what I mean? She brought me back to life. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like that was one of my things.
Thank you. So the next question is from Rosa. And she said, what jobs do you have outside of YouTube and will you ever quit those jobs to do YouTube full time? Right now, I am a cashier and Jose is a truck driver. Well, he drives pretty much.
I'm a driver. Drive everything.
So,
literally.
But will we ever quit YouTube? Will we ever quit our jobs to do YouTube full time?
Yes, of course. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. What?
I feel like this, if the opportunity for YouTube presents itself really well enough for us to quit those jobs, then yes.
Well, yeah, we really can't because literally, like, understand, like, most people, you have to work Monday, sometimes even Monday through, it's like, the average is Monday through Friday, and you got a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, depending on if it's the morning or if it's the afternoon or the evening, whatever. But we literally put in this much work when it comes to 9 to 5, like literally.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like quitting, like a 9 to 5 to do YouTube full time is nothing for us. It won't be nothing to quit work all in general, just to focus on music.
But I think it's so hard for me to quit my job because I honestly love what I do, like cashiering and the customers that come through. Like I really genuinely.
One cashier, she don't even try.
Yeah, it's just naturally who I am, but. Yeah, I don't know the people personally, but I love, the people who come through my line. I love having that interaction with people. So I'm the type of person like just because you
customer service so
and it's just because you having a bad day doesn't mean you're not gonna rain on like my parade. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I want to try to make you have a better day. So when you leave my line, even if you was pissed off, I bet you still gonna have that thought.
Well, her customer service skills. You're gonna have that thought.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Deborah asks, as an interracial couple, have you experienced any challenges? And also, I want to tie in because Carlos also answered, how are both of y'all family with our interracial relationship? So I kind of want to tie those together, like hand in hand.
Okay, so when it comes to our family, it was pretty much like it didn't exist. I never experienced nothing.
Yeah, I have to say the same thing. Like, I've never experienced anything either. I honestly, I feel like my family probably wouldn't have cared. You know what I'm saying? Because we the type, like, it really don't matter.
I got, like,
who you with is who you with.
Yeah, her whole family took me in. Her mama called me more than what she ever calls her.
I'd be like, dang. Like, what's going on?
But
yeah,
that's how it is.
We never had no problem.
But when it comes to experiencing it outside of the family, the only time we ever experienced like interracial type of thing was with social media.
Yeah, it's only because now me and Jose is slowly like blowing up. Like we never experienced like any type of challenges like outside in the world with us being together. But now that we decided to do like TikTok and YouTube and stuff, it's like now we're starting to get comments like that, which to be honest, y'all, really don't even bother us because sometimes we just feel like some people are just not like intelligent or like moving along. So Will asked, what's your next travel destination? Which me and Jose haven't went nowhere in a really, really long time, but we did just book a room.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
No.
Oh wait,
Bloomington.
Minneapolis.
I thought it was just Bloomington.
What's it called? Is it called Minneapolis, Minnesota?
No, baby, it's just
From Minnesota?
It's just
Bloomington, Minnesota. There we go. Mall of America, baby. We're gonna be in there.
That's our next travel place. So thank you, Will, for being interested in like our travel vlogs. We appreciate it. Next, it just says SS. They asked, what made you realize this was the person you want to spend the rest of your life with?
Ooh, me, it was more of like hindsight. What they call that? What they call it? Like deja vu. I remember like when we first kissed. It was like I had tunnel vision of like all these pictures.
No,
of
you
us.
told me you seen like this flash.
Yeah, it was like an instant flash. I just seen all these pictures of us, and it just like everything seemed right.
Yeah.
You know?
And for me, it was more so like me knowing that I never want to live life without this person, which that probably sounds cliche, but that's just the honest truth. Like when you feel like, you know, the person that you with, like you don't ever want to be without, then that's how you know like that's your person. So if that answers your question, just to keep it straight, simple, to the point. Next question. Oh, somebody asked, like several people asked, do we have kids? And to answer that question,
we do.
No.
We technically
do.
We
don't have like
she got
a human,
4 legs and a tail.
Sabrina, that's our
she got
baby,
an attitude, and she's spoiled, and she only does what she wants to do.
So drop some comments down
she's
below.
a big user.
And say hi to Sabrina.
The big user.
Babe, she's not a user.
Baby, she's a user.
She just have a way of going about things. Next question. Oh, somebody, Thelma asked who cooks and who is the best cook, which obviously is me.
I'm the best cook when it comes to breakfast.
But I can cook some good breakfast.
If you make the same breakfast category as me, I'm winning. But like if you make porridge or grits or
oatmeal or
that's porridge.
Any like
porridge.
Okay.
Whatever. But anyways, if you make grits, then you win because your grits is banging.
Or sweet rice.
Woo, them grits is banging, boy.
So it just kind of differs. It just depends. We probably should do like
if it's just pancakes and
like
eggs and meat, then or like a breakfast sandwich. I'm amazing with breakfast sandwiches.
Oh yeah. Sometimes, babe. Sometimes you overdo it. Because Jose get a pot and cook everything like in that one pot. But here's the thing: there's no problem with cooking everything in one pot. The only problem is when you don't clean that one pot that you're cooking in after each thing that you cook.
Nah, you can't.
That's the problem.
The one flavor or the other goes into the other.
Okay.
It's a masterpiece.
I can't cook. I don't do it like that.
I call it the meats. It'll be all the chicken.
No, but then your eggs be all black and stuff. From
no.
You gotta have an order.
I do my eggs first, girl. No, actually, I can't do the eggs last.
Baby, Jose will cook everything in one pot. He will put the meat, the eggs, and all of that in one pot.
If y'all want to know,
he just sections it
I will show y'all. I'll give y'all an introduction of how to do it.
Axel asks, I think I pronounced that right. Is Jesus an important part of your lives? And yes.
Yes.
Simple as that, y'all. Jesus is an important part of our lives. We do believe in God, okay?
We're not religious or nothing, but we do believe
We believe in God, and Jesus is an important part of
Number
our lives.
one.
So, next question. Well, this is the last question.
The last one?
That everybody's been asking us on TikTok. People asked us on Instagram, and people have been constantly asking us on YouTube. How did we meet?
Hey. All right, this is a good one. All right.
How
did we meet?
Hold on.
So, I was outside one day, and I was walking down the street. And
you just gonna jump into it
I'm jumping right into it.
Okay.
Baby. I was walking down the street, right? And I noticed there was like some flyers coming at me. And I seen the flyers, and I was like, oh. Something told me, stop, pick those flyers up. Trust me. And so I was like, oh, well, if anything, it's good karma to help somebody out. So I seen the flyers and I picked them up, right? And as I looked up, I seen her. And I was like, oh my God, it was a good thing I picked these flyers up. So as I handed her the flyers, I was like, oh, you got them? There's some more right there. And so she picked them. She was like, oh, thank you. And I don't know what the flyers was for, but they were flyers to my heart, pretty much. And as I gave her the flyers, she was like, ooh, what are you doing later on? And I was like, ooh.
I said what you doing later on.
You said what I was doing.
I did not say what you doing later on.
Yeah, you did.
No.
You said what you doing later on.
That is not how it goes. Scratch that, okay? Because Jose is playing with y'all.
Okay, I was making that up.
Flyers was blowing. Like it sounded like,
like
one of those
romantic.
books, like
one of those, with the Hallmark movies. That's how they be.
No, okay.
Alright, for real, how it really met was I was in a car with some friends, and then she knew some other friends. Well, they knew her, and so we all like just met up and jumped in the car.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, like, her house.
It was more so like a hangout type of thing.
Her house was the hangout.
We were just all around. We was around like just a group of people.
Yeah, it was like I knew a couple people that knew a couple people.
Yeah.
And we were both in those circles, and then from there, her house was a hangout.
Yeah. No, baby, but okay, so my house ended up. So me and Jose ended up meeting like just on like a random night, like hanging around people, right? And we didn't even meet. Like we never formally like met. Like, hi, my name is.
It was pretty much he was in the back seat.
Yeah, I was like in the back seat of his car, and he was just kind of talking. Anyways, fast forward from that, then like my house became like the hangout spot. So me and Jose will always run into each other. We would have like small exchange of words,
like
but not like
passerby small.
Yeah, but not. I feel like he was trying not to really be seen, and I was trying not to really be seen. But it was like, okay, well he cute though.
But I came over one day, and the situation was they had to move. So I was like, well.
No, before that, babe, when y'all was coming over, like when we was having exchanges, I remember y'all. Okay, so I went to the store and I bought these green wedges. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was so back then. I was into wedges. Like I love wedges. Wedges was my thing, and I was so excited about these green heels. So I remember Jose was like in the other room. I was in my room, and I remember putting these heels on, and I went into the room that Jose was in. And I was asking him, like kind of flirting or whatever. And I was asking him, do he like my heels and stuff like that? And he was telling me, he was like, well, walk that way. Right?
Turn around, do it again.
Yeah, so then I'll walk that way, and then I'll come back, and he'll be like, nah. He'll be like, turn around. Yeah, do it again.
It was like from shortly after that moment, they had like 3 days to get up out of there. And so they pretty much had no furniture. Like I said, this was the hangout spot. And so I was like, then you come over to my spot, which my spot was the go to sleep and leave the house spot, you know? And so it was like from that moment, every time it's time to hit the streets, she was right there with me.
So like, me and Jose,
literally.
we developed like this friendship, and to the point like we got really, really close.
Everybody thought like we was going together.
Yes, like people really thought that we was together, and we would tell people like, no, we not together. Like that's how close we were as friends. Like when Jose moved, it was like I gotta move. If he left me, I'd be pissed off. Like why would you leave me? Like when he come back to the house, I'd be like, why would you leave me? Like. No, we do this together. And then from that moment on, I don't know, we just start getting closer and closer. And I remember Jose did something so stupid, y'all. And I got so pissed off to the point where I started crying. I kind of went off on Jose, and he ended up leaving out the house or whatever. And I just remember like asking myself like, girl, why are you this upset? You know what I'm saying? But in that moment, like I felt like, oh my God. Like dang, like I think I love this man.
And then from there, it was off to the racetracks.
Yeah.
And here we are now.
So, yeah. And that's kind of really how it went. It's not like no whole, like, oh my gosh. Because I know people probably expecting, like, ooh, like, the love that they have for one another. I just know, like, the way
it was something by chance.
Yeah.
So if you so happen to find something by chance,
like,
then just trust in it.
Yeah. I just feel like it was God. Like,
that was it.
We were friends, and then like it was just this is just what it was supposed to be. Like it was a Jose and Demetria. Like that's what it was supposed to be. And here we are. And
it's a Jose and Demetria thing.
That's all the questions that we have for
today. If y'all want us to do a part 2, comment down below.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love and the support that y'all have been giving us. If you made it to the end of the video and you enjoyed, be sure to leave us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to click the bell so you can be notified every time we post on the channel. And yeah, we'll see you guys in our next video. We actually about to be filming a video right after this, so yeah, make sure you guys stay on the lookout for that. Thank you guys for watching. We love you guys.
bye.